All right, so hello everyone. Since we have two members here today that are newer and have not seen my full presentation, I figured I would just do my normal introduction, tell you guys a little bit about Alender Insurance, who we are, what it is we do, and why we like to do it. But I thought I would start by introducing everybody at the office. We have a couple new people that we didn't have listed up here before. But so we have my father, who kind of, essentially you could say, started the business in itself. He sold insurance back in the day when he was younger, around my age. And then back in, I believe, 2012, he got back into the industry, was partners with an individual here in Edwardsville. And he ended up, in 2019, we ended up breaking off, doing Alender Insurance Agency and starting our own thing. I was a junior in not high school, college, in 2019 whenever we started it in January, which is hard to believe. It's actually been over 5 years, going on 6 years. 6 since we started things. But I remember my dad approached me and said, "Hey, we need to get this going, get a business plan put together, some other documents." He told me that he wanted to put me in charge of writing things up because I was doing a lot of that in college, writing papers, things like that. And I'm like, man, I've never written a business plan for an actual business outside of just a homework assignment or something like that. This is actually official. And I ended up doing it. They liked it. That it was for the insurance group that we're a part of, which is BNI Insurance Agency. But yeah, one thing led to the next. We ended up getting our office in 22. And then in 23, we got the Hamel office as well. We merged with W.S. Meyer Agency, and which led from one thing to the next. But yeah, so we just hired Lily. She joined us a few months ago, and we've had Autumn for about a year now. And then Dorothy, she worked for the Hamel office when it was W.S. Meyer, and thankfully stayed on with us as well once we took it over in 23. But she's been selling for about 30 years now, working as in customer service and such. So yeah.
She's that gem. I love her.
Yeah, she's great. But we gave her the title of Senior Agency Advisor because she helps us out with a lot of things, gives us some good advice, and by all means has lots of knowledge in the market from over the years. But I thought I'd include a slide showing what we stand for, what we believe, what we want to do for people. And on the right side, you see Relate, Educate, Innovate. You'll hear me talk about that every once in a while in my 45-second or whatever it might be I'm doing at the time. But I wanted a tagline that actually gave us some purpose and made us relate to those who might be looking us up or listening to us speak and such. And we put relate first because whenever we meet somebody, we want to know who they are, understand them, get to know them. And if you don't know someone fully, you can't really understand what it is that they have for their needs, what claims might come up, perils, what they need coverage for. But yeah, that's the first thing we want to do is get to know the people. And then through that and getting to know them and understanding what it is they need and have, if they want to ask us questions about their policy to help us better be able to advise them, but also for them to understand it, we help them out there and give them any advice or teaching they might want. And then when it's all said and done, innovate. We put together something that is built for them to last for a long time, that can be something that they can hold confidence in, that they have a product that will actually protect them, not just a policy that they send to their mortgagee showing, hey, I have homeowners insurance. They actually have something that's productive and built for them. But we're local. We like to keep that real face-to-face, person-to-person experience. And with me being the personal lines seat here in BNI, I'll help you guys with anything from home, auto, renters, umbrella, boat, motorcycle. I mean, there's more on this list there's more that we do than just what is on this list. We also do other lines, but this is just what I'm focusing on here today. But yeah, we want to make sure that people feel comfortable whenever they are in our office. I went ahead and included this slide here, which shows most of our companies that we have. It's a lot of the big ones that we have that we're dealing with quite a bit right now. But yeah, a benefit of being serviced by an independent insurance agency is that there's lots of different carriers that we can choose from. not every person is the same, so not every carrier fits each person perfectly. I mean, there might be one bundle over here that works for someone, whereas on the other side of things, perhaps it would be better if they put their auto with one place and then put their home with another. It all depends on who the person is. If they have kids, young drivers, some carriers might not like the young drivers as much as another. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that list in, or that collage in there, you could say. But we focus on giving people really clear guidance on what it is we think they need. There's a lot of coverages out there for really anything you can think of, and you can always be overinsured if say you have some coverages that you really don't need, and maybe you are kind of a first-time home buyer, like I mentioned earlier in the meeting today. You want to know what coverages you have to have. Let's say that you have a house where water backup's a little bit of a risk, not flood, but water backup. You need to make sure that you have sump overflow and water backup coverage for that if something like that would happen. And it's not just to protect your belongings or to protect your furniture and whatever you might have in your basement, but it's also there to protect your personal property too. So it's important that you understand what it is that you need. But I actually give people I give customers my cell phone number. That way, if they need to send me a quick text, ask a question, say they need to get towed or something, they can ask me a quick question. If all they had was the office line, it would go to voicemail. So I really make sure that I can connect with my clients quickly if they need me. And yeah, we're backed by a very strong referral network. Back when, so it was before we had the office. I looked at my dad and I said, hey, I need to find a way to get my name out there more. When people hear Alender Insurance Agency, a lot of the times they think of you because you've been doing it longer than I have and you know more people in the town. And I was very impressed because his strongest lead source was just referrals from people he had worked with, sold policies to, or maybe just given advice, maybe people from the past that knew him from as just a person rather than an agent. So we really are thankful for that people like to give us good reviews and share our name with others. But that's really all I had. I wanted to just include a form right here that we have online. If you know someone or perhaps yourself looking for some insurance, we have this here that I threw on here. Maybe you don't have time to give us a call. You can just hop on our website, fill out the JOT form, or perhaps not JOT form, but fill out the form itself and let us know what it is you're looking for. We can always then contact you back. And if you'd perhaps like to set up a in-person appointment, we have that option as well. And we have both our office addresses along with the phone numbers, but you can just actually click on one of those and it's real cool. It takes you to a calendar. You choose a day and it syncs with my work calendar. So if I have something scheduled, it blocks that section off, so you can't do that. I thought that was pretty cool personally. But yeah, if you or perhaps you know somebody looking for some coverage, oops, that's the next slide. But yeah, that's all I got for you all. So what questions do you have? Yeah, got a minute for the good questions.
Are you guys going to buy like another office then?
So we are strongly considering getting the Staunton office, purchasing that building. Okay, yeah. So we just closed on the one in Hamel not too long ago, so we own that building.
Who owns the one in Staunton? Is that Massinelli building?
Yes. So we've had some conversations with him, and yeah, Devin's come and look at both my roofs.
Fix first before you buy it.
Yes. But we might. I mean, expanding is something that we're always open to, but it's not something that is our main focus right now. We just kind of got settled with having both the offices. But yeah, we'd have to hire some more people too if we did that, which that's been a fun process. But luckily, we've gotten some good people. So if nobody has any questions.
That's it. Good job, Sam.
Thank you all.